When we first moved over to the west slope of Colorado, we came from the Denver area, and we were seeking a lifestyle. And we searched all over the area to find something that had water, which is really, a key thing in western Colorado, but then also shade and just a beautiful site. So to find this property with the pond in the backyard, the stream running through the middle, the large trees that shade the house during the summer, it was just ideal. The original house was not, what we had hoped for, so we had eventually taken that part of the house down and rebuilt what you see here now. And one of the things that we did was we used a lot of indigenous materials. So we got permits and went out to the BLM. We collected what they call decorative rock. So the fireplace, all the outdoor landscaping is either rock from this site or a rock from the desert to the west of us. The wood in the house is from local sawmills. As much as we could, we really tried to put the heart of this area into this house. The design of the house was something that I worked on as an architect, and it really is not intended to be showy. It's intended to fit with the environment, the rural nature and atmosphere of Delta and this site. And so it's intended to look like an older farmhouse, but as you come inside, you can clearly see that it's a much more open floor plan. It really addresses the sun, the views to the pond, the views out to the San Juans. You have overlooks of the property really everywhere you look. So one of the things that we added to the house that we thought was important was a passive solar sunroom that helps heat the house in the winter. As you'll see, it overlooks the pond and the hot tub. It also looks down into the lower pastures. But it's designed with these large windows and an overhang to allow the sun to come in the cooler months, and then in the summer, the overhang shades the window so it doesn't overheat. The other thing that's really key in passive solar design is to have enough mass. There's actually 20,000 pounds of mass in and under the floor of this room, and what that allows you to do is as the heat comes into the room, you push that heat into the floor, it absorbs the heat, keeping the room from overheating, and then at night the heat re-radiates back out passively into the room. And sometimes you can come in here in the morning and the floor will still be warm to the touch. The stream is called Cummins Gulch. It's a year-round stream. Runs about this much water year-round. It is our irrigation water for this lower pasture. tangible things around this property that are rich in environment, rich in texture, rich in views. And as you move around, there's places to sit. We have a small fountain that is actually designed to be like a dry wash after a rainstorm. And so you can turn that on, sit on the deck, and listen to the water gently, roll down the rocks back out to the pond. One of the interesting things, I think, to this story is that between us and the previous owner, there have only been 2 families here in the last 55 years. And so when you come here, it is a place that you love and you tend to stay. We've been here 22 years. It's really only my profession that's allowing us to move on, or really causing us to move on. But, this place is part of us, and I think we're part of it, and I hope we can find someone that can appreciate that and really come add their piece to it.